All right, so it's been a while since I did a driving video while I'm sitting here in traffic, as random thoughts used to just pop into my head, and I would jump on and do the fantasy football videos during the course of the season. But was just thinking today, we're still fresh off of the Tom Brady retirement and all the ramifications that go along with it, specifically for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And before I go any further, of course, hit the subscribe, hit the notification button if you're new. Videos have been a little bit sporadic lately, but like I said before, I'm going to start ramping up with the NFL draft and free agency now that Derek Carr has been released, which I'll get to in a separate video. But as far as the Buccaneers, with Brady now obviously not coming back, we have a situation where you have two Pro Bowl receivers in Mike Evans and Chris Godwin who really need to find new homes, need to be traded, need to go to the front office and be like, listen, guys, it's been a good run here. We enjoyed our time in Tampa, but with no Tom Brady and a clear rebuild on the way, we want out. So, and this move makes sense completely. Now, Tampa Bay probably is going to make overtures to move up in the draft to take Will Levis or maybe CJ Stroud or the Alabama kid. We don't know what they're going to do, what they have in mind. Maybe they make a play for Derek Carr, who I just mentioned has been released. And if they bring in Derek Carr, then you know what? Maybe they don't have to tear it down. But if they go the prospect route at the position, you can't keep Chris Godwin and Mike Evans. So, first team that comes to mind for me in a situation like this is the New York Giants. The Giants have a desperate need for receivers. They're going to put the finishing touches on a Daniel Jones extension coming soon, probably between $30 and $35 million a year. I think he deserves it. Played great last year with virtually nobody to throw to. If you can bring in a Chris Godwin, I think Godwin is a better fit for Daniel Jones than Mike Evans. I think Evans is older. He's going into his age 30 season. I know Godwin hasn't been the picture of health, but he's younger. His slot game is more conducive to what Daniel Jones does best. So I think Godwin would be the guy, and he'd be a tremendous get for the Giants. Could that be a trade? An NFL draft trade? It's possible. The Giants have a lot of draft equity in this upcoming draft, a lot of picks early in the draft. So I think that they could certainly be a player for Chris Godwin. In terms of Mike Evans, you could look at the Chicago Bears, who could use a deep threat to complement Justin Fields. Whatever goes on, with possibly the Green Bay Packers, if Aaron Rodgers sticks around, do they make a trade for Mike Evans? It's possible. So there's just a lot of moving parts this offseason. Those are the two that jumped out at me in terms of obvious guys who should be traded, barring Tampa Bay making a play for a Derek Carr or a long shot of long shots Aaron Rodgers, which we've heard nothing about. But anyway, just a random thought popped in my head. Going to discuss Carr in a separate video. Hit the subscribe, hit the notification button. Free agency beckoning soon now that the Super Bowl is over. And of course, the NFL draft will ramp up as well. So make sure you're part of the fun. Pick up the NFL draft guide that I released a couple of weeks ago. It's available on Amazon. So you can pick that up on Amazon or even BarnesandNoble.com.